Everybody, socalthero here. Welcome back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. In this one, we're going to check out a mod for a new Nissan Z. I'm going to have you guys take a look at it right here. This is it right here. Completely painted up. It's all put together minus the motor, but and it's already tuned because the transmission on this thing is in the back. I can look. There you go. So the transmission's back here, so it's already been put in, and I was able to tune it along with the ECU, so everything's tuned on it, but we will take it to the dyno later on to see what kind of numbers we're going to make out of this thing. Definitely going to be using performance parts for this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and start buying some of the parts here. I don't think I have any of the parts for this car as far as the engine goes. Pretty sure I'm going to have to buy all of it, which is fine. It'll make this video just a little bit longer, which will make up for the other video that I'm going to record here shortly. That is going to be, I'm pretty sure, a lot shorter because most of that car is already done and already have the parts. Because I had to build two because I found one as a flip car. So, wondering why I have funds? Making sure I have enough there. Wondering why I have funds? I did find a flip car in the yard that I ended up selling. Forgot I need to get two of these. And that car was just a default car, but it was like one of the supercars from this game. So I ended up picking up one of those and using it to my advantage as a flip car. And I sold it and made about 200-ish, maybe 300,000. I ended up running out of funds when it was all said and done because I had to buy parts for the other car that's almost done, and it kind of bled me dry. Oh, of course, I don't have that part. I don't need that. I think, yep, I do have that, the fuel filter. There's going to be a few things here and there that I have, but not everything. And this thing can't go back together yet just because I need to get in here and get some more of these performance parts bought up. So if you are wondering, this is the motor from the Nissan DLC that you can purchase for this game. And that is what is being used in here. So credits to the author of this mod for actually using Nissan parts for the Nissan car. Is pretty cool. It's always nice when they have like an authentic manufacturer in the game, because it makes all the mods for the vehicles that they don't make easier to put in here, and makes it easier for somebody to oh, okay, I did get it. Makes it easier for somebody that wants to make it as close to the real thing as possible without using generic parts. All right, that's not in here, but this is. Whoops. I built a few of these in the past. I can never remember, though. Okay, I don't need that. There we go. I need to go back into here, and I need two of those. There we go. I'll try to get this bottom part done first. Oh, like, oh, never mind. Whoops. So used to working on the cars with the parts on the cars that. Wonder if this is an A. I don't think it is. Oh yeah, it is. All right, good thing I double checked that. Then we're gonna get the other parts in here. Almost bought two of the A ones instead. I have some funds, but I probably shouldn't squander them away here, because before you know it, I could need a flip car again, which I probably will here, to be honest. That on. And I'm not sure when I'm gonna be doing some more recording of this game, because I have this car and I have one other car, but then I am actually out of cars after that. And I'm not sure if anybody's gonna make any more or what. I'm sure they are. It's just, it kind of seems like the mods for this game have been shifting from people just releasing them out of nowhere and here's a modded car, to people are now just doing config files instead to configure some of the stock cars from this game into a look of something else, basically. Like they took one of the cars, I think it's called a Salem, and they make it look like the Ford Focus RS. They put it says config, but basically all it is they put Ford badges on it and call it a day. Which, I mean, it is pretty much like, it pretty much is that car, so it makes some sense. Alright, I need an engine head cover. Another engine head cover I'm sure I don't have. I need 2 fuel rails. Oh, of course, I did have the engine head cover. Yeah, that's just my luck. Oh well, I'll sell it. And then we're gonna need some ignition coils. That should take care of the top end of this motor. I still gotta get the bottom in. It is not put together still. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, I was gonna paint these engine head covers. Yeah, oh well. That's fine. Maybe I'll take it apart again and do it. Actually, we don't want to put the intake manifold on just yet. Just because I think it needs to be out of the way in order to... Oh, I had that. I guess not. I think it needs to be out of the way if you're going to put oil in the motor. Where else am I missing? There's a screw. Oh, right there. I'm sure cam gears are not under performance parts. None of the other ones are, so I'm not expecting it with this. That's ready for its little tiny chain now. Need an alternator. We're gonna get from here. And let's get the timing chain. I think I need 2. I think that was just the cam gear and I grabbed it by accident. All right. Alternators on. Timing chains are on. That's right, I need another one. And then I'll probably need a holder for those. Oh, come on. There we go. Just the 2. It's kind of awkward in this one. You'd think you'd have the same over here, but it utilizes a water pump to hold it in place. That's pretty interesting. Engineering feat wise. Oh, there we go. This was the one that I saved. I knew I saved something, some sort of cover. I thought it was that one, but I guess it was this one. All right. course, I have none of this. Oh. And I need... Now my phone's going off. Need that. Three of those. All right, we got the covers on. Whoops, I bought. Oh no, I forgot to buy an idle roller B. That's usually the ones that newer motors use. I'm surprised that this one doesn't need it. Need more of them anyways. There we go. All right, we got that. Put this on. We're gonna need an oil filter, obviously, and this belt. Belt tensioner, and I think we're done as far as what we're going to do on the engine stand here. Yep. All right, we're going to go ahead and take this off. Save my game just because of PTSD of losing progress. And we're going to install the motor in. Whoops. All right, let's go ahead and fill some fluids up here real quick. So first things first, we're going to take care of the coolant. I would have done this earlier, but there's no motor in the car, so I couldn't do it. And I didn't want to build the motor inside the car. I kind of wanted to do it from the engine stand just because of how much easier it is to work with. And if I built the motor from within the car, usually like to get these fluids done, like most of the motor is done. Takes about 5 minutes at the most of like the last little bit of work, like buttoning it up to be done with it. So figured we go this route instead. I finished up coolant. I finished up power steering. We're doing brake fluid right now. And then I got to do washer fluid. And then the last thing is oil over there too. And then we should be done. Even though the motor is going to sit in the car and it is a Nissan motor, forget if it's out of the 370Z or if it's out of the GTR. I think it's out of the 370Z and the DLC. But the mod also comes with the cover so you can cover the motor. So we'll be putting that on, and then you really can't tell that it's not part of the DLC. Let's go ahead and put this on. We're gonna have to buy throttles, I'm sure. Don't remember buying them. Whoops. Now we need 2 throttles. There we go. We get this engine cover, plus we have another engine cover. Whoops. Yeah, I believe this is out of the 370Z in the DLC. And then I think that's everything. We can get rid of that. There you go. See, they give you another Nissan cover, although it's not really needed with that motor in there. I'm missing a part. What am I missing? Oh, I forgot the starter. Okay. Oh, I have to get underneath it still. I'm over here thinking that it's all said and done, and I still got work to do underneath. So let's get it raised up in the air. Gotta put the... I think that was a transfer case. Let me see. Oh, it's just a flywheel cover. Okay. Wasn't quite sure because the... Oh. Then I need a... Yep, just a drive shaft. All right. Grab the starter while we're here. And then we'll grab the other drive shaft. So it takes 2 drive shafts. That's kind of what's throwing me off here. Where's the start? Oh, there it is. Oh, wrong starter. Oh, there you go. First part that I wasn't supposed to buy and I ended up buying. Yeah, the gear drive shaft down there kind of threw me off, but now we're at 100%. And we'll sell our extra parts, which isn't much, thankfully. And if we take a look at this thing now, it's at 100%. I bought it in the junkyard. I paid $12,250 for it. Its value right now is $220,000. I would make $208,000 selling it, but I do not want to sell it. Just like most of my other cars, I planned on keeping it. So we're gonna put this in here. Let's make sure my tune's saved. Yeah, so that's saved and that's saved. Cool. Didn't do anything special with transmission, just did my usual, added a gear is all. So factory power wise, just under 600 according to this. Gonna make some good power though right now. Dang, 1100 horsepower, almost 1200 horsepower, and 930 foot-pounds of torque. It's a 565 horsepower increase, or 95%. That's insane how much you can get out of these things once you put the tunes to them. So let's go ahead and get inside here. Cool, working dial. And you know we're taking it on a speed run. We're going to see how it does here. That's just a given. So let's take a look at it from the outside. Oh, that's cool. They got it set up with the Nismo gauge too from the game, from the DLC. But almost feels like it's part of the DLC. Man, that thing sounds good idling. I'd love to own one of these in real life. It'd be a pretty sick car to have. But 3, 2, 1, go. I do have racing slicks, but I don't know how well they're going to do here. We'll see, though. We're at 200 miles per hour. We're in our final gear, still climbing and doing good. $240. I was hoping to hit that at the very least. A little J-turn action in it. Moves pretty good, but 240 miles per hour. Not bad. This thing can move too. Woo! As I was going off into the dirt there. But yeah, I'd love to have one of these IRL, or at least drive one, just to test drive it anyways and see what it's like. They seem pretty cool. And I know it's a new car, so there's not as much mod support as I wish there would be for them, but it's going to come. You know it is. It's a Nissan in the Z series. Like, look at the 350Z and the 370Z. They didn't have anything at first, but as soon as manufacturers got around to it and they started doing some R&D, they just started cranking out mods left and right for those things. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought. Let me know what you thought about the, or what you think of the new Nissan Z. What's your takeaway of it? I like how it kind of has this retro look, kind of going back to how the older one looks. And it kind of keeps the shape of the older one too, but kind of brings it into the modern era. I like it when car manufacturers do that, but let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. But anyways, guys, thanks again for watching, and until next time, take care.